He thought no one cared when he stood outside school alone in the rain, until he saw his cat, drenched, shivering, but refusing to leave his side. This is the story of a loyalty that no words could ever express. Ethan was quiet, the kind of boy others often overlooked. When the final bell rang, the school courtyard would burst with laughter as kids ran to their waiting parents. But Ethan always walked home alone, his shoes splashing through puddles on the empty sidewalk. The only one ever waiting for him at home was his cat, Milo, a scruffy orange tabby, who would greet him at the door every single day with a soft, welcoming meow. Milo was his constant companion, his silent friend. But little did Ethan know just how deep that friendship ran. One particular afternoon, the sky just opened up. It wasn't just a drizzle. Sheets of rain poured down, turning the streets into miniature rivers. Everyone else got picked up early by their parents, their cars splashing away from the curb. But Ethan didn't have a ride. He stood waiting under the tiny leaking shelter by the school gate, his backpack already soaked through, his eyes fixed on the empty road. He let out a heavy sigh, whispering to himself, "Guess it's just me again." But then, he saw a small determined shape appear in the distance, moving steadily through the downpour. At first, he thought it was just a stray, lost in the storm. But as the little shape got closer, his heart seemed to stop. He recognized the familiar orange fur, the determined walk. It was Milo. He was completely drenched, his paws splashing through the deep puddles, his tail drooping, but his eyes locked right on Ethan. Milo let out a loud, insistent meow, walked right up to him and sat down beside his leg, soaking wet and shivering. He didn't move. He didn't flinch. He just waited. For the first time that day, a genuine smile spread across Ethan's face. He knelt down, his voice filled with disbelief. "You came for me." Without a second thought, Ethan took off his own jacket, wrapping the warm, dry fabric around his little, soggy friend. Together, they started the walk home through the rain. One boy, one cat, both shivering from the cold, but feeling incredibly warm inside. People passing by in their cars slowed down, their faces filled with quiet awe at the sight. One woman was overheard whispering to her friend, "That cat's waiting for him every day." And she was right. From that day forward, Milo always waited at the school gate, rain or shine, a loyal guardian, watching over his best friend. Years later, long after he'd grown up, Ethan still remembers that rainy afternoon. It was the day that proved love doesn't always need words. Sometimes it just shows up, even when it's soaking wet. If you've ever had a pet who loved you through every storm, this story is for you. Thank you so much for watching. If this story touched your heart, please give it a like and subscribe for more content that celebrates the incredible bond we share with our animals. We'll see you in the next one.